Hey guys, welcome back. If you saw part one of my steering wheel install video, you know that it didn't go quite so well. In this video, you're going to be seeing real time whether or not part two is going to be successful. So let's go check it out. Hey guys, so if you saw one of my recent videos, you saw that I tried really hard and unsuccessfully to install this brand new steering wheel that sat behind me. The install was going perfectly. I took out the old wheel just fine, no problems. Tried to install a new wheel, got into some trouble with the airbag, and well, if you, whatever. In fact, let me show you. Here in the corner, that's some new artwork for my new finished garage. Yeah, I basically took a knife to the airbag in a moment of frustration, thinking that I was following a logical, even though it was slightly irate course of action by cutting off the front of the airbag so I could get to it to get it out of the wheel. Now, just, ridiculous. Anyway, in this video, hopefully I'm going to be successful. So I've practiced quite a few times with this new airbag that I have and my steering wheel. And I think I figured out the problem. The problem was the wiring harness has been getting stuck and it wasn't quite sat in the groove. So when I keep the wiring harness out of the way and I don't connect it to the airbag and I just put the airbag into the steering wheel, success. It fits fine. I can push it. There's a little bit of a spring, like you imagine pushing the horn. So I think that's the problem. The first time, just a minute ago, when I wired up the airbag and then tried to put it in, the same thing happened. It got jammed. It just got stuck. I pushed the airbag in and nothing. So thankfully it's not on the car. And I've managed to get the airbag out easily now that I can sort of know what I'm doing. Having done it a few times now with the wiring, I think I know before I push it in whether or not it's going to spring back, because I can it just feels a little easier than it is when the wiring harness is trapped and it starts to feel really tense. So I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to push it in if I don't think it's going to go. I've just got to try really hard, and gravity is going to be working against me because I'm in the car and it's going to be like this instead of pushing down. So shit, here we go. Let's see if it works. Oh my God, I'm pretty nervous. I can feel a spring. I can feel the spring, so I think this is gonna work. Yes! Okay, it's working as best as I've got it working so far. I don't know if you can see, but there is a little bit of spring. Oh my God, come on, please. Please, please, please. Okay, spring, nice bit of spring. It looks good. Let's see if it's actually gonna work. So I need to connect the battery and we'll see. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I've got butterflies. Now last time, I got to this stage and I thought everything was fine. And so when I turned on the ignition, the horn just kept on blasting. because it was jammed into place. All right, you guys, moment of truth. Because I feel like I've got the right amount of spring, hopefully, hopefully, this works out just fine. It works just fine. So this time last round, the horn was going off. It was going crazy. Now we're good. No airbag malfunction light. Let's try that again. Oh, thank God. Should we try the horn? All right. So there you have it, guys. Success. I am so happy. This thing has been annoying me for weeks now. Turn the key, push the horn, airbag didn't explode. I didn't need to take the knife to the front of the airbag and get it out for a second time. So for anyone doing an airbag install, you know, I think the number one thing is patience. When you're working on the interior of the car, any like sudden moves or, you know, little dings and scrapes, you can really damage your leather and that sort of thing. So I always try and focus on that. But as far as the steering wheel itself goes, just take your time. I mean, learn from my mistakes. Please learn from, hang on, look at this in the background. Doey, we'll go inside in a minute, all right? Just like a dad always wants to eat. It's nearly dinner time. But yeah, just take your time. Learn from my mistakes. Don't take a knife to the front of your airbag. But I think when all is said and done, the problem I had was the wiring harness wasn't flush down the channel on the inside of the center of the wheel. And so even though it sort of fit in, as I got to the end, it was jamming it somehow. And so by pushing it in, it jammed and got stuck and there was no release. So when I turned the ignition on, the horn was blowing because the airbag was in its full depressed position. And there was that tiny little gap, that little bit of space that it was taking up was just stopping it from coming back up. So I think it was that. I didn't use any caliper grease, plastic grease or silicone grease or what some of the other folks have been talking about on the websites. Now for a couple of shout outs. So Scott and Steve from Minnesota Porsche and Pancakes, thank you guys for helping me get the airbag out after I stabbed it to death. Thank you for your advice and guidance. I want to thank Ronnie D, who runs the 997 Retrofit Facebook group. So if you're a 997 nerd like me, and you like just 997s, you like making changes, mods, etc., join that group. Ron is always posting really cool stuff, but he has been so helpful. He's been like sending me links to YouTube videos that might help. He's been sending me photos of his own steering wheels and like he must have come across half a dozen things in the past couple of weeks and he's sent them out. He also kindly asked if he could use my knife in the airbag photo for that Facebook page. So in a weird kind of way, that kind of makes me feel really good. It's a really embarrassing photo. But my photo is currently, and you know, for a little while, the header photo, the back page of that Facebook group. So Ron, thank you very much. Paul and Steve and Zach and Jose and Michael Bath, of course. But you guys, thank you for taking the time to send me advice and send me tips from your own experiences putting in the airbags. And then everybody else, just thanks for all the banter and all the comments. So I hope you enjoyed the fail video. I bet you that is more popular than the actual success video. People like to see things failing and falling apart. But whatever, you know, it's all a bit of fun. So it's in, it's done. I can now sell my stock wheel and airbag and anyone who's interested, I will happily just, you know, give that away for a song just to be done with it. But coming up in the next few videos, you might see from the cabinets behind me and the flooring, etc. I'm like 99% done finishing my garage, so I'm gonna do a garage walk around soon. But that's pretty much it for now. Thank you for watching, and yes, the airbag and the steering wheel, done. All right, see you in the next video, bye.